I want people to know that the Smear Factory is always open for business. The Smear Factory is always open for business. They're never late with smearing Bernie Sanders. Never late. I'm going to tell you guys, you can set your watch to it almost. Uh-oh, smearing Bernie time. That bus is never late. It's right on time. And if you miss it, if you happen to miss it by some crazy happenstance, wait about 90 seconds and you're going to get another smear from someone in the media. I got a clip I want to play for you that is the epitome of what I'm talking about and why I push back so hard against these smear attacks. Check this out, folks.
There's a ceiling. There is nowhere to go, but there is no up to go. And all of those support, I actually overheard someone saying that I thought was an interesting point, that basically at this point, if you are still supporting Sanders as opposed to Warren, it's kind of showing your sexism because she has more detailed plans and her plans have evolved. I thought it was an interesting point, and I think there may be something to it.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
It's a good answer, Chris.
Yeah.
That basically at this point, if you are still supporting Sanders as opposed to Warren, it's kind of showing your sexism.
You know, I just stumbled across that video just before going to air tonight, and I was like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is exactly why, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly why, Johnson, that I must keep on fighting a good fight, because this is the type of nonsense we're up against. She said, if you support Bernie Sanders at this point, you're a sexist. She said that. She actually said that. Mimi Rocha, she just took Mimi Rocha's job. Remember Mimi Rocha?
I'm going to show you is a guest who's going to come on MSNBC and just straight up lie about Bernie Sanders, and she's going to admit that her analysis is based on her feelings, and you're going to see no pushback. She's not going to get cut off and corrected. She's going to continue to espouse misinformation uninterrupted. Take a look.
I think, having Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren next to each other will really highlight, because for me, as, again, I'm not the political analyst here, but just as a woman, probably considered a somewhat moderate Democrat, Bernie Sanders makes my skin crawl. And I can't even identify for you what exactly it is, but I see him as sort of a not pro-woman candidate. And so having the two of them there, I don't understand young women who support him. And I'm hoping that having him next to her will help highlight that, because those are the people that if I were her, I would want to say, well, why are you supporting him and not me if you're going to choose between the two of us?
Mimi Rocha's the one who got on TV next to Zerlina Maxwell, another smear merchant, against Bernie for some reason. No matter what it is, it's anti-Bernie no matter what he does. Bernie woke up today. Hey, Bernie Sanders waking up. Bernie went to the bathroom. There he goes again, going to the bathroom. I wonder if it was a bathroom only for men. Sexist. There's just something about Bernie. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you even what it is. He just seems so anti-woman. He just creeps me out. It's just something about him. Ew. First of all, it could be considered anti-Semitic because he's a Jewish guy. But no one ever considers that with Bernie. No one ever looks at that at all, Bernie. He's clear. He has nothing. Ageist. No one ever considers the ageist remarks. Nothing. You can just punch him all day, any way you can hit him, any way you want to hit him, and nothing happens. She didn't even have an actual gripe. She just says he's creepy. Bernie, icky. Well, I thought that was as bad as could possibly get. I thought Mimi Rocha was the bottom of the barrel. Lord behold, this woman, I have no idea who she is. She's not the bottom of the barrel. She's what's underneath the barrel itself. If you pick the barrel up, the slimy goo underneath the barrel, from a barrel that hasn't been moved for at least a decade, worms and snails, detritus, maggots, what have you. The worms and maggots that ate the worms and maggots that died last fall under the bucket, the gooey, grungy, malformed, toxic, potentially toxic waste beneath the barrel. It's what this woman is. She said, she's not even talking about Bernie now. At least Mimi went after the politician. This lady said, if you, voter, yeah, you may have voted for him in 2016. You may have thought he was really good, Johnson. But if you don't support Elizabeth over him, over the person you may have supported in 2016, over the person you may have vital reasons, very, very solid reasons, whatever those reasons are, they're hogwash because Elizabeth Warren has better plans. She has more plans, more in-depth plans, and she's a woman. So if you don't support her, at this point, you got to be sexist because there's no way possible. I can think of some reasons why it's possible. First of all, her plans are not more detailed. They're more watered down. Yeah, they're more watered down. Bernie identifies the elephant in the room, and he goes right after the elephant. Elizabeth Warren looks at the elephant in the room and goes around the elephant and then says, hey, if I just bring everybody in the room together. Hey, I got a plan for it. That's Elizabeth Warren. If we could just bring everybody together and have a conversation, I'll get that guy in here, get in here, dickory dock and diddly-do and fiddlesticks and darn it, everyone sit down. I'm making muffins. Who's getting milk? Sit down, let's have a conversation. And at the end of the day, we'll just feel better about each other. Because we're Americans and you just got to fight for it. This woman said you're a sexist if you don't support Elizabeth. How many people out there, one of the things that deter you from supporting Elizabeth Warren is that you actually have street sense. You know, the ability to tell when somebody's BSing you. The ability to determine that maybe somebody's not all that they say that they are. Maybe words are not enough. Maybe actions are important to you. Maybe you're a person who thinks longevity, track record, consistency. People who had plans, great plans this year should have had great plans last year or the year before that or the year before that. Where were all the great plans all this time? I find it a big smack in the face. I find it hypocritical, a total, complete smear and a disrespect to voters. And it's sort of right out of the Hillary Clinton playbook, isn't it, guys? I'm going to offend the people that I want to vote for me. That always works, Johnson, when you tell the voters they're sexist. That makes them just run up and vote for you, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, nothing that turns me on more than a woman saying, I'm a scumbag. Oh, man, I love it, man. Woo! Makes me wonder for some strange reason when a woman says, I'm a horrible human being. Yeah, us guys really love when women call us sexist. And I know women love it. Nothing's going to bring out the swing state voters like them being demonized. This woman is an inspirational teacher. She's a motivational speaker, Johnson. Gary Vaynerchuk, get her on your team quickly. Put her in charge of the 4D seminars. She's amazing. Tony Roberts, brother, you missed one. Les Brown. I'm the bouncer, baby Brown. Les Brown, mommy please, baby Brown, Les Brown, baby Brown. Oh yeah, it's a slam dickety good time. We gonna go out here and slay the dragons. You missed one, Les. You got here a prime protege. Oh, she can move the masses. I just want you to be aware of what we're dealing with. So while we're having to listen to these smear merchants from supposedly progressive circles, we have the neoliberal squad. And notice, not only was there zero pushback, there was a cheering section.